Hey guys, Tatiana Ward here. Thank you so much for joining me. So any one of the looks that I show you guys, you can take away from or, just do what you want with it. I wanted to do something that is office wearable, but then of course me being extra, I ended up going into like some kind of glam mode. However, the eye is really simple and they're all matte colors with the exception of the highlight under the brow. Obviously, I could have left off the wing liner. That would have made it a hell of a lot less dramatic. I could have left off an eyelash. That would have made it less dramatic. I could have left out the highlight in the center of the eye or the orangey underneath. Everything is interchangeable. So you will see the steps and process of this look, and I hope that you can pull from it an office-ready look, and then also consider that this is taking it into evening and building upon a look to make it even more intense. Get in so you can really see it. Get into this highlight. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you care to learn how I did this look, then stay tuned. Okay guys, I'm always going to start the look by priming my eyelid. This is my favorite little primer. Some things never change. This is one of those things that's never changed. It is a Painterly Paint Pot from MAC. MAC is the brand. Paint Pot is the product. And Painterly is the color. I use my fingers a lot, so I'm going to blend that out with my finger. Okay, so my number one goal when I'm shopping for eyeshadow palettes is always keeping in mind the woman of color, particularly the brown skin woman. Transitional colors are the hardest to find for her. So a lot of these palettes, when I go to Sephora, I'll overlook all of them because I can't find a palette that includes transitional colors, meaning the in-between colors for women of color. So I was thrilled to find this. This is the Sephora Pro palette in warm. And I like that mostly they are matte colors. I think I'll just go into this color right here on the tail end. I'm taking a fluffy brush, rocking that back and forth. That is the prime area for a transitional color. Right in between your crease and your brow. I'm gonna do the same on the other side. And I'm utterly obsessed with this palette. I feel like I could just carry this and then another palette with like a few shimmery colors and I would be totally set to do anybody. So now that I spread that color out nice and thin, I can begin to deepen the color and focus right on the crease. I am carrying that all the way in. However, I'm not carrying it into the brow here. Okay, so you can see with just one color, it looks like we've almost used two colors. By spreading it out thin, makeup is very much like nail polish. One coat, and it doesn't look like it looks in the bottle. But then when you keep adding to it, it intensifies it. I'm gonna move a notch down into this tan color, and I'm gonna put that on my lid. I love how pigmented these are. When I found this palette, like I don't really watch the trends. So when I go into Sephora, it's not like I know what's going on. It's not like I'm hip to the game. So when I saw it in there, I was just like, this is amazing. And of course they were friggin' sold out of it. So I was like, well, can you guys just sell me the sample, the model on the floor, and I'll just like sanitize it when I get home. God bless the good old girls at Sephora. They went into the back and found one that somebody had put on hold, and they had it on hold for a week, and I was like, you snooze, you lose, mine's. And at this stage in the game, I'm really into buying things that can cover a gamut of things because I have to walk around with all of this makeup. Like I have to carry this stuff around. So if I can find a palette that alleviates me having to carry multiple individual things, I'm so all about that life. So where I use this fluffy brush to really spread out my color, I'm gonna use this tapered brush to really get into my crease. Always remember that the more spread out your bristles, the more spread out the color. The more tapered your bristles, the more intense your color is. I'm gonna go right here. So most times, I'm always starting the placement of my brush at the outside and then working it inside. I want the darkest of my color to be on the outside. Then I can begin to carry it in. Same on this side, starting on the outside, working it in. And I could take that same color and begin to put it on the tail end of my eyelid. Okay, also, now that that color is down and I'm getting more of an idea of where I'm going with this, because it's not like I ever go into a look knowing this is exactly what I'm gonna do. Now, if somebody shows me a reference picture, then fine. I know, okay, this is what I'm doing. But most times I just go in and I just start doing it and I figure it out as I go along. Part of the process of just figuring it out as you go along is once I put down the next color, it'll tell me, okay, I can intensify the previous color. Hope that makes sense. So I see that that very first color I put down can be intensified. I'm gonna take this orangey color, use my finger, dab it in there so I have some on my finger. I just wanna hit the very tail end of the eye. I don't care that I'm making a mess down here because I'm gonna clean it up. Same on the other eye. And yeah, I absolutely use my fingers on clients. I taught myself how to do makeup with my fingers. I just don't know who I would be if I didn't use my fingers. Again, this is such a simple look. Now, if I wanted to intensify it, I could take the black that's inside this and then put it right on the tail end, just like you saw me do with my fingers. But I want to keep it a little bit more subtle. It doesn't look like much, but my focus is always going to be skin. I'm going to spend this much time on eyeshadow and this much time on skin. I'm going to clean up under here. Okay, so I'm not really adventurous with makeup. I find what I like, and that's what I use. And again, I'm not one of those girls who just goes to like Sephora and has the time of her life shopping for makeup. It's just, you know, I like what I like. 9 times out of 10, when you guys see me wearing my own makeup, just, you know, what I do on myself, I am wearing L'Oreal True Match. Gonna holler at Old Faithful, the beauty blender, but of course. Always make sure you bring it down onto the neck. Absolutely always have, always will love my MAC Studio Finish Concealer. I'm gonna put some of that right in the center of my head, right on my chin, a little on that upper lip to conceal my mustache. Okay, I got this little sample of Fashion Fair cream. I was like in a jam somewhere, I don't even know where I was, looking for a powder that I'd run out of because I had to do somebody's makeup. And the woman was like, oh, we don't have it, but we have the sample left. And I was like, oh my God, great, yes, I'll take it. And she was like, I'm not even gonna charge you for it. I was like, awesome, thank you, bye. Get there, and it's the friggin' cream. It's not a friggin' powder. Still got it for free though. So I'm beginning to contour myself with that. Using the other side of my beauty blender, I'm gonna flip it around. And I'm just gonna start to blend out. I'm going to set my face with Laura Mercier translucent powder. And I'm just gonna bust out Old Faithful here. Spiked brow pencil from MAC. I already have hair, so I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel here. My brows are a little wonky because I plucked them myself. You'll notice that I put that highlight only on the second portion of the brow. Do y'all see this one damn little piece of glitter right there? Like, who invited you is what I want to know. Like, I don't even use glitter for that reason. Like, where did you come? Who do you work for? The devil, that's who you work for. Ugh. All right, I'm gonna dip into same palette. We've done the whole look with the same palette, which I love that. I'm gonna go into this color on the far left, or maybe it looks like it's your right. I don't know. That's way too much for me to try to figure out right now. Using a tiny brush, I'm gonna put it right at the center of the arch. Carry it out a little bit, using my finger again, just very lightly. Blending it out. It's lit! Same on the other side, starting at the very arch right there. That is where I want the bulk of my color to be, right in that arch. And then I can carry the excess out. How gorgeous is that? I'm gonna take that first brush that I used, that fluffy brush, and just kind of go up right up against it. I didn't add any product to it, but I just want to make sure that the two colors are merging. Okay guys, so I'm back and I've already put on my eyeliner as well as mascara. I am loving this new blush palette from Anastasia. It is the Peachy Love palette. I think I'm gonna go in with this one, which is Nectarine. Put that right just for a dab of color. I don't really like a whole lot of blush. I grabbed this palette from Sephora because I thought it would be a great way to just alleviate all of the highlighters in my kit and just carry around one thing. It is a Sephora brand product called the Luminizing Palette. I'm gonna dip into this middle one here. Pretty. I hate a lot of highlight, especially in the summertime. For those of you who keep asking me about tricks for summer, don't wear a highlighter. It's gonna make you look any more sweaty than you're already gonna be. But that's gorgeous though. I'm gonna use Bittersweet Lip Liner from MAC. And I think I'm gonna holler at Velvet Teddy from MAC. Classic. There you have it. Pretty simple, right? And if I wanted to really intensify it, I could have just used like a dark purple or, you know, options. I hope that you guys subscribe. If you're watching this and you have not already, I'm going to be coming back with a lot more videos, especially a lot of stuff in regards to makeup artistry. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and I guess I'll see you right back here real soon. Bye. It is legitimately hot as balls in this room.